In this video, we'll compare the swing of young athletes in our power hitting masterclass to one of the best Division I hitters, Harper Murray from Nebraska. Harper's mechanics are world class. She uses her whole body to generate maximum arm and ball speed while minimizing the stress on her shoulder.
All right, watch Harper. She goes up here, hitting out of the middle back, goes up in the air. First thing you should notice is her chest and shoulders, the middle of her logo for Nebraska turns towards the right sideline. As that's happening, look at her hitting arm and elbow coming down underneath the chin, underneath what we call the shoulder line. The shoulder line is this green line that matches up from the left shoulder to the right shoulder. Notice that the left shoulder is higher than the right, but that hitting arm comes down underneath the chin and underneath that line. You'll also notice that as she opens up her chest to the right sideline, look at her feet coming up behind the body. Right leg and left leg, right foot and left foot coming up behind the body. And then she's wound up like a snake coiled up and ready to strike. Now watch what happens. She's going to kick her feet. The kick of her feet actually through her thigh muscle starts to turn the hips and pelvis from right antenna towards the left. The turn of the hips and pelvis through the abdominal muscles pulls on the rib cage. That pulls the chest and shoulder through, and the arm and elbow are being lagged or whipped from behind the body, and we take the power of the entire body from the feet, the legs, the hips, the core, the chest, the shoulders, and the hitting arm to whip the arm and hand with speed and power through the ball, right? She finishes, her belly button's facing the left antenna, her chest is facing the left sideline. She's used her entire body and her arm to create arm speed and rotational power to kill the ball.
Now let's compare a young athlete at the start of our power hitting masterclass. She relies mostly on her arm and shoulder with minimal body involvement, resulting in low power and arm speed. But after just 3 weeks, she's made huge progress. She's learning to open her chest, lift her feet, and engage her full body in the swing. Her arm speed, power, and mechanics have improved significantly, and now she lands on 2 feet to reduce injury risk as well.
Hey Audrey, this is really good. 3 weeks into the program, look at this. As you go up into the air, your chest starts to turn open to the right sideline compared to when you started on the left. It was just facing the right antenna. You're starting to get some hip and shoulder separation that allows you to hit harder by stretching your abdominal muscles, better using your abdominal muscles and the strength from your abdominal muscles to hit harder. Look at the difference in your arm. On the left side over here, your elbows coming way up over your face, your hands covering your face. On the right side, you're starting to bring that arm and shoulder down underneath that shoulder line, aren't you? There's the shoulder line, and now you're figuring out how to actually pull that arm down underneath the shoulder line, loading the right shoulder in a much better position to generate and tolerate arm speed. And now you see the hand comes up into external rotation, but it comes down under the chin first. That's just so much better. That's dramatically better. Look at your right foot starting to come up behind your body, knees starting to bend. We're getting much better rotation, opening the body, and even look at this, look at your feet, both of your feet starting to kick to start the rotation of the hips and belly button from the right antenna towards the left antenna. Your hips turn from right antenna to left. The turn of your hips through your abdominal muscles, because your chest is open to the right sideline, is pulling your chest through. All that body rotation whips your arm through, high up through the ball. Great rotation of the body. You land on 2 feet, ankle, knees, and hips bent in a really good landing position, facing the left antenna. That's great stuff.
Another young athlete in the power hitting masterclass is also developing elite mechanics. She's creating hip and shoulder separation by keeping her belly button toward the right antenna while opening her chest to the right sideline. This allows her core muscles to drive rotation, increasing arm speed and power. She's also learning to complete her turn and land safely on 2 feet. Harper Murray didn't develop these mechanics overnight. She started young, just like these athletes. The best time to build elite hitting mechanics is around the age of 13 to 14, before they have years of bad habits set in. While it takes focused effort, the payoff is huge. More power, faster arm speed, and fewer injuries.